Hello and welcome to Baseplate Reviews. Now you might be wondering why I've got my wilderness or campsite scene showing just here, but the reason is I really want to upgrade my city, and one of the things that I think I can do that with is by incorporating the style of tree that I've got here in my campsite. Now you might be able to see these are all various different colours, different foliage, etc., but they are all variations on a theme, and that theme comes from the A-frame cabin set. Separately, I think that's one of the best sets that LEGO have done over the past few years. Definitely one of the best LEGO Ideas sets. And what you might be able to see is that the trees that come with the A-frame cabin are very much the inspiration for the other trees that I've created here. And because I want to enhance the city, what I've done is I've ordered parts to be able to create 30 more trees to this kind of standard. And I wanted to share with you how to build those. Also what parts I ordered, so I'll include a Google spreadsheet in the description below, and also what it kind of costs per tree to be able to do that. But first things first, I need to get on to sorting out those parts, and you might be able to see I've already got some bins in behind these trees with some of those parts in, so let's get to it. Now, first things first, I didn't actually need to order all of the parts that I need to be able to build these trees. And the reason for that is I do have a bit of a parts library, so you should be able to see in the buckets behind the tree there, I've got all of the limb elements and also the leaves that I'm going to need to be able to build these trees. And the reason for that is whenever I go to the LEGO store, I do try to pick up parts from the pick-a-brick wall that I know I'm going to use in the future, and that is the most cost-effective way to do this. I would definitely advise anyone to pick those parts up from there if they can, but I will include those parts in the spreadsheet in the description. Now, things I wanted to do to improve this, you might be able to see all of these kind of connector pieces on the tree are in black, but I have actually ordered those parts with some better colour matching just there. And you should be able to see the way that my parts have come. I've got all of these parts that were in the bestseller, and they came packaged really nicely, like there's seals in between each of these, so they're all nice and separate. But the stuff that wasn't in the bestseller did all come kind of mixed together, so I do need to just sort those, and I've got myself a bit of a sorting tray just here. I'm going to sort all those out, and then you should be able to see all the parts that I'm using to build one of these trees. Here are our parts then, and for our reddish brown tree we've got 18 of each of the coloured small leaves, we've got 6 large limb elements, 6 small limb elements, 6 of these small plant elements with a stem, and then we've got 6 of the tip of the tail as they're called there as well. The rest of this are all the connector elements basically for the trunk of the tree, and it's only very slightly different for our medium nougat tree. For our medium nougat tree, the main difference is those parts which make up the trunk of the tree. We've got one less of those because these are actually 2 studs taller than the reddish brown ones, and so you just don't need as many. We also don't have an angled element like we have in the reddish brown, but overall this is basically the same build. I have done a little speed build here just so you can see how it all comes together. This lasts about a minute. This shows you how to build the reddish brown tree exactly as shown, but of course it's up to you. You can make this shorter, taller, more limbs, completely different colours. It's completely customizable. This is really just a framework for how it is built. In terms of things to note here, you might notice I use a pin towards the bottom of the tree, but then I don't actually connect anything to it. This is actually just to give you the option to be able to connect stuff. So I've got some printed elements here so I can have a bug climbing up the tree, etc. But I didn't want to include that as absolute standard. On top of that, I connect all of my small limb elements using the plant with the stem, but you can use something completely different to connect those up. I would suggest these stalk elements are pretty good, and you can get them in various different colours. Okay, so the next part of the video is going to be showing you how to order the parts from lego.com or from Bricklink. I'm sure lots of you know how to do that already by uploading a file, but hopefully it's useful to those of you who don't. I thought I'd take the opportunity to jump in here and say thanks for watching the video so far. Hopefully it's been useful, hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, then please do leave a like, consider subscribing if you're not subscribed already, and leave a comment in the comments section down below. The links to the Google Documents are down in the description anyway, so you may as well leave a comment whilst you're down there. But anyway, I'll leave you to it and hopefully you enjoy the rest of the video. If you would like to order the parts to be able to build these trees, I've created a couple of shared documents. There are links in the description below. The first of these will take you to a CSV file. All you have to do is click on the download button in the top left hand corner, and I've also done the same for the studio file. So this is what you'd use for Bricklink rather than lego.com. Again, top left hand corner. I haven't included any instructions of how to build the trees. These are just the parts lists. Once you've downloaded those files, this is how you can order the parts. Really easy. So this is the Lego Pick-a-Brick section, and normally you'd search for your pieces just by clicking in here, but instead we've got the upload list function. So click upload list, find your file and just double click it. View all pieces. You can see straight away it's already saying pieces in your list 25, unavailable pieces 0. So all the pieces are available on lego.com. Click pick selected pieces. We can see it says it's going to be $17.34. Pick selected pieces. Now the issue here is I've only included enough parts for one medium nougat tree, one reddish brown tree, and so when I come to here, you can see instead of it being $17.34, we've got a service fee of $14. So definitely don't just pick just enough for that. Just however many trees you want to create, just increase the numbers as necessary and you should be all good to go. It's pretty much just as easy to order these parts from Bricklink as well. All you need to do is come to your account just here, go to My Wanted Lists and create new list. And you should be able to create the list however you want. Trees, let's call it that. Create a wanted list, and then I've got upload just here. So upload, browse for file, and I'm going to upload the .io file instead. Verify items. Should see that here are all of the items. Can change the numbers pretty easily just here. And add to wanted list. If I look at this now, click on buy all. Auto select, start, and we should be able to see I'm able to get all of these parts from 3 different stores. It is going to a higher price than lego.com though, you'll see that, and of course there's also going to be various shipping costs. So I would suggest that with these parts, they are all available on lego.com, that I would use lego.com for my ordering. Certainly if you're in North America, it can be cheaper if you're in Europe. Obviously you've got some of the mega stores over there that have access to the Lego factory store to be able to get absolutely masses of bulk parts. So I've gone ahead and built 8 of these trees, all to various different formats in terms of the colours of the foliage, etc. Haven't got around to building all 30 that I've ordered parts for because it is going to take me some time and I'm going to do it bit by bit. But yeah, you should be able to see they're looking pretty good. Obviously you can add your own little flourishes. Of course I've added stuff like bugs climbing up the trunk. In one of the trees I believe there is a pigeon hiding. Yeah, he's just there. Aside from that, I've also put the Tudor Corner modular here just so you can get a sense of scale of just how big these trees are. Now that is sat on a Mills plate, so sat about a brick or so higher than it usually would be, but you should be able to see these are pretty substantial, and I think for the price it's pretty decent. So works out about $8.67, that's €8.83, £7.68 and 12 Canadian dollars per tree. Now that isn't worked out from me just looking at the exchange rates. I actually did go to all of the countries' websites and check out the different costs when I uploaded the file. I think that's pretty reasonable. Now I ordered parts for 30 trees like I say, so you'd have expected it to cost me about 360 Canadian dollars. I didn't pay anywhere near that. I paid about half, and that's just because I did pick up all the kind of foliage pieces from the Lego store, from the Pick-a-Brick wall, so cost quite a lot less. You can pack a lot in there, especially with the new boxes, rather than what we used to have, those kind of tubs. I think that the boxes allow you to really pack them full, and I would suggest that if you can pick those pieces up from the Pick a Brick wall, it is definitely the most cost-effective way to do this. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. Please do leave a like if you've enjoyed the video, and yeah, let me know if you've used the file to do your own parts ordering, and let me know if you do go ahead and build these trees. But with that, I'll leave you and say, as always, be good.